Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'll be starting a non-seasonal brand new anime reaction. I will be reacting to Dorohedoro, and this is a show that has come out quite a while ago, but I never got my chance to watch it. But I did want to watch it. So also I have heard that the season 2 is supposed to be coming out in, I'm guessing, like probably in the late part of 2025 or maybe like 2026. I'm not really sure, but sometimes like that, I'm assuming. So I do want to watch that or react to that. That's why I was like, since I haven't watched season 1 either, I'm just going to do a non-seasonal anime show reaction. 13 episodes I think this has, so I'm just going to react to it so that when season 2 comes out, I can react to that as well. And this show always kind of piqued my interest because it has some weird clips seen in the internet. I've heard the opening as well. It's just kind of crazy. So I don't know what to expect from it. I've seen like crocodiles and stuff. Or an alligator. I don't know what that is. But I think that guy is supposed to be the main character. And then there's this another girl I see who makes food. Like this just it's just like, so bizarre. So I want to check what this is about. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about it, so I'm excited. Also, I think like the manga's quite old as well. I'm not 100% sure, but like the anime came out quite a while ago as well, but the manga is even older. So anyways, this is all the information I have about this show, and yeah, let us get started then. Okay, so obviously I won't be showing the video because of copyright and other stuff, so I will put the timer and the subtitles. Play your original video alongside my reaction, sync it to the timer or the subtitles, and yes, let us begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What is that noise? What the hell? Is oh, okay. I was like, what am I looking at? This started in a very interesting way. Wait, there's someone. What? Oh, okay, so this is like a. But what the hell? Yeah? That is some crazy move I've seen, just using two fingers to. Right. Kaiman, that's his name. Damn. So there's someone in his mouth? Damn! Oh my god, this show is brutal. Crazy. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Right, I guess. We got to see. This is some crazy thing going on. I've watched this opening so many times. It's just something. It get progressively more and more crazier, this opening. Oh boy. Oh my god. Oh, Mappa animated this. I never knew about that. I guess maybe whenever I saw the opening, I probably saw that, but I forgot, I guess. Right. Kaiman. Okay. Alright, so this door thing, people just conjure doors up? What the hell? Beyond that door, sorceress. Ah. Their town is called Hole. The sorceress comes from another world making doors. Okay. Whoa, what in the. Damn, this is. Oba Gyoza. Practice. So they experiment on people? So they just come from another world and mess with stuff here. What the hell? So I'm guessing we were seeing those like. Yeah, I was gonna say, so something happened to him by the one of the sorcerers. They practiced on him. Yeah, there's someone. Damn. Okay, so that's why he put that other person in his mouth and asked, I guess, the person inside of him, which is supposed to be him, try to recognize him. So these guys come here and just harass people. Oh, nice. Damn, that's one way to eat it. Hungry bug. Hmm. What in the egg? So wait a minute. These saucers can bring back. Oh, okay. Oh. So he didn't come back. Or was it just a way of saying? Yeah. Ah, that's why she broke his finger. Damn. What? Treat the practice victims. I see. Emergency. Some. Oh my god, this is another one of the experiment victims. Hmm. Damn. Whoa! Um, bruh. Yeah, it's supposed to be a job, part-time job, right? Right. I see. This is a saucer, right? Oh no. Wait, is that a saucer? Hmm. No, maybe he's like a normal kid. Oh, okay, I think he is a saucer. Who did it, right? Yeah. And he's the same person who did that. Oh, damn, Yeah, so he was a sorcerer. Hmm. More than 10 people have gone. Right. Damn. Wow. Crazy. Well, you can't use your gun. Okay, so what happened here? That saucer was. Oh my god! Wait, he transformed her. So okay, he's pretty chill about it. I don't think you're leaving here, bro. Your magic won't work on him. Yeah, it won't work, dude. You're getting a punch in your face. Crappy little brats. This is what happens to them. He's trying to leave. Yeah, dumbass. Oh my god. Oh, so they're dispelling. Okay, so if you kill the sorcerer, they dispel whatever they've done. That's why he's trying to find that guy, so that he can kill him. Ah. And so that he can return back to his normal self. And that's why he was so chill, because he could easily dispel Nikaido's, like transformation. Damn. What the hell is mushroom magic? This guy just sits on mushrooms. What photos? Oh. Huh. Bruh. So he snapped his own like picture. So he does he not remember his own face? I see. Oh, what? Who's this? Um. Oh. Oh, this is that person. What was his name? Ebisu? Oh boy. Oh, this is a girl. Eh? Oh, I feel like she's gonna be strong. Oh God! Hey! Oh! Wait, he cannot. She cannot use her magic anymore. Wait, that's it? I thought she's gonna be strong or something. Um. Yeah, you can understand from the voice. Well, obviously it's not the same person because the other dude was a man. Yeah. Well, um, Okay, let's see the face of the person inside of him. Oh, so this is supposed to be Kamen's true face? What in the... Hey! Her face is going to... Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, did her face get ripped off? Her skin get ripped off or something? I feel like her... Like, what were you thinking? Oh my... You idiot! What the hell? Okay, that is... Right, literally... Hmm, bruh. Oh, what the hell is going... Yeah, what's happening? Something's weird. Whoa! What in the... Oh! Wait, he's coming out. Wait, what just happened? Wait, so that was not him within him? Okay, I have so many questions. Like, oh, oh wait, oh, was that a dream? Oh, it's a dream. Okay, I was so confused. I was like, isn't that supposed to be him? His pillow was stuck. Yeah, that's a good question. Damn. Yep. Another day hunting sorcerers. Oh, there's someone else. Who's that? Okay, so there's other people hunting sorcerers as well. Makes sense. Obviously, there must be a lot of people who have a grudge on them. Okay. Right, that was a very eventful first episode. A lot of things happened. A lot of things that still doesn't make sense, but you know. Ah, okay. Huh? All right. Okay. That is the first episode of Dorohedoro. Now, it's a very interesting show, like it just starts from the very, like as if we're literally in the middle of a battle. And we get to know quite a few things in the first episode. We get to know a lot about this world. So basically, this is supposed to be the whole, and sorcerers from another world come to this world using doors, and they can use magic, and they do experimentation on people over here. That's why a lot of them are like have like has like different like anthropomorphological features, and it just like different creatures like walking around the city. Now, so as far as I could understand, the saucers has some kind of a quota of practice. So they treat this place as a training ground, like a place that they can just exploit the people, and you know experiment on them, and then according to the amount of experimentation they have done, I guess they fulfill their quota. And I'm guessing back in their original world, maybe after reaching a certain quota, or after doing this a certain amount of time, they become like full-fledged sorcerers or something, I'm assuming. So yeah, that like they're literally like, so basically, in a game, like in an RPG or something, you farm for levels. That is literally what they're doing here. They're treating the people here as like farming, like mobs. Like how, in video games we go out to grind for levels, like killing slimes, goblins, and stuff. They're literally doing that here. Coming to this world and doing that, and just like harassing the people here, and just going away wherever they want. Now I'm assuming nobody from here can go out there to their world, because they can only open a gate. So it's like only a one way in. Like they cannot like they cannot use the door to go to their world. So they just come whenever, mess with stuff here, and just leave. And like that is some I don't know what to call it. That is some that's basically exploitation. Like literally just exploiting people at your for your own convenience or whatever. And like I just cannot believe that these people have the gall to get angry when one of their like fellow sorcerers die. I'm like, bro, really? Like, yeah, yeah, like you might be good friends with him, but both of you are here just torturing people and just making them into these weird creatures. So you guys have no right to get mad when one of your fellow members die. Like, what type of nonsense is that? Like that is some next level, nonsense. I just cannot believe what type of, like, how much entitled these people are. But I don't know, maybe there's something else going on. Maybe there's something that we still don't have a proper understanding. Maybe there's more to the picture. I doubt it, because they're literally, it seems like they're literally coming here to, they just like use us as fodder for their own purposes, and they're just leaving. So unless, if there's nothing else to the story, then I'm saying that these people have the gall to get mad when one of their people dies. Yeah, that is some next level entitlement. Like literally, you're coming here, like using people at your own at your own, like advantage, and throwing them away, and then you're getting mad when one of your people meets the same fate. Nah, man, that is crazy. Um. Anyways, yeah, so that is that. Now we met a few characters here. First and foremost, the main character of the show, the main characters of the show, Nikaido and Kaiman. Now Kaiman is a victim of one of these experiments, and he has become this weird crocodile alligator person. But his transformation is a bit different, because whichever sorcerer did this to him is probably someone special. Because first and foremost, magic doesn't work on him. That's number one. Number two, there's someone inside of him who, I don't know, has a different mind of its own. I guess I'm not exactly sure, because you can see that when he was trying to figure out which person, when he was looking at the sorcerers, he was putting them in the mouth and saying that, oh, what did the person inside say? So I'm assuming they're minds are not connected. Whatever independent thought the person inside of him is thinking, it doesn't get to him. So that's a bit interesting, because if the person inside of him is supposed to be Kaiman, why does he not understand what he's thinking? And why does he not recognize the people? Also, it seems like he has some kind of memory loss, because he himself doesn't remember what his face looks like. So these are the few unanswered questions. Obviously, this is barely season one. I'm guessing we'll get all our answers little by little. But that's an interesting, peculiar point here, because number one, he doesn't remember his own face. That's why he was talking about make snapping a picture of his face inside of his mouth to see how he looks like. Number two, um, whoever's inside of him has a separate set of mind, I'm guessing, because that's why he puts the mouth in the face in the mouth and asks what the person inside of him said, because he himself has no idea. So yeah, also I guess that is the reason why Kaiman sometimes thinks that, is the person inside my mouth even me, or is that the sorcerer? Because like, it's a bit weird, like he doesn't, like it's like he and the person inside, if he and the person inside were the same person, why would their thought process and brain be separated? Like, so yeah, these are the questions we have, obviously. I guess we'll get to know little by little. But even that guy, N, I think that was his name, even he said that, this guy who did, the sorcerer who did this to him, is a bit special. We need to track him down. So yeah. Okay, now what else? That was the first. Oh, okay. So that was Kaima. Then we have Nikaido. So Nikaido, I don't know who she is. What is her connection with Kaiman and everything? It seems like these two are friends, and yeah, I'm sure we'll get to know later on, like, how Kaiman and Nikaido are related, or how they are, how they know each other. But she is she's like a owner of a gyoza shop, I think, from what I could understand. And Kaiman is her frequent customer. However, Kaiman doesn't pay. She said it. She was like, "Have you ever paid, like, me for the food?" I do wonder why she's helping him out. Like, is she just helping him out because she wants to help him, or is there some other reason? I guess we'll get to know little by little. Either way, she's pretty fearless. You could see. I don't think she has some special power or anything. It's just that she's just very strong and very athletic, maybe. Because she just, you saw in the very first scene, she like bended the finger like this, crazy. And she can, like, move pretty well. But in front of magic, I guess obviously she couldn't do much, because later you saw that kid, like, literally almost transform her into a bug. But she seems like a very ordinary person, at least from this episode. So yeah. Now, another thing we got to know here is that the people who have been transformed, if the sorcerer who cast that spell on them dies, then transformation comes undone. So that is why what's his name? Kaiman was so chill when he saw, like, Nikaido's, like, hand was, like, hand and legs were, like, transformed, partially transformed. He was chill because he was like, yeah, I can just kill this guy here, and she'll turn back, and all the others in the hospital are also going to turn back. So I'm guessing, is that why he's trying to find the person who made him like this? He wants to kill him, I guess, so that he can turn back to normal. Right. Anyways, so yeah, that's a good thing, because like, obviously, like, just but I feel like it would have been trouble, because the thing is, like, the fact that the kid stayed there was, like, the biggest help that we could get, because obviously if he partially transformed Nikaido and just left, then that would have been trouble. We have to track him down and all that. We'd have to track him down and then, like, kill him. But the fact that he was literally sitting there, he was cocky, and he thought, like, oh, whoever's going to come, I can, you know I can just make them into a bug as well, was the reason for his demise, because Kaiman, it doesn't work on him, and he just, like, destroyed him. Yeah. Okay. Now, that was that. Okay, so that was Nikaido and Kaiman. Now we get to meet a few other characters here. First character, we have that N, I think that was his name. He looks like some kind of a boss of those guys, like, the sorcerers over there. And I don't know what his agenda is, but he's kind of interested in this sorcerer who made Kaiman into this creature, because apparently this sorcerer is a bit special. Then we have that guy, the guy, whose friend died, and whose friend, used the finger to make the door, and he could, like, leave. Now he wants to get revenge, and I'm like, bro, like, you guys literally are going there to harass, torture people for your own amusement and your own benefit. You know, in no way are you like, and you should be entitled enough to act like this pretentious little, like, like, how the hell is he getting angry about, like, I can understand they might be friends, but bro, you both of you are going to do something like this, and then when something happens to you guys you're getting mad about it. But come on, man, that is some, like I said, these guys are entitled as hell. Like, it's as if, like, good god, that is some, yeah, I feel like these guys, like, all these guys are gonna piss me off a little, a lot in this show. All these sorcerers, who have this amount of self entitlement, they're obviously gonna piss me off, because, like, entitlement is one thing in anime, like, like, when the characters have that, it really pisses me off. Like, so I feel like, like, these guys are gonna piss me off, like, throughout the show. Like, imagine going to your, like, place, messing stuff up there, and then complaining when something happens to you guys. Like, bro, you guys started it. Like, what is this? Anyways, yeah, this guy has some, he's like, oh, I'm gonna take revenge now. And his plan was apparently using a gun, because, magic doesn't work on him. And N, that guy, he was like, if you use your gun, you're a disgrace to sorcerers. Oh yeah, well, there you go. All right, now another character we met here, who we don't really know much about. It was another sorcerer, but it was that girl we saw. So that guy, I guess he thought that he was, like, he thought that Carmen was going to eat her or something. That's why he, like, pulled her, and her face was in Kaiman's mouth, so her whole skin peeled off. That is horrible. Like, even if she's a sorcerer, I just that is that is crazy. And I'm like, this guy, like, I guess, like, he probably thought that he was going to kill him or her or something, and I guess Kamel probably would have, so he did save her, but now her face is gone. Like, good god, what the hell? I don't know what they're going to do with that character, but, I guess we'll see. Anyways, yeah, and that was that. That was another character we met here. Was there any other characters in today's episode that we met? No, I think that was it. And then there was that hospital, the guy in the hospital who was like, yeah, yeah, there you go. These are the characters that we met today. Right. Now, another thing to talk about. Kaiman has a dream sometimes. This dream apparently is where the person within him comes out and then just leaves him for dead. And it was a pretty, like, like, realistic dream, you could say, because you could see that it started from, like, Kaiman puking, and even Nikaido was there. Nikaido's like, are you okay? And then Kaiman, like, just bursts out, and the person inside comes out. It was a pretty elaborate dream, like, because usually dreams are just, like, sporadic and just nonsensical stuff just happening in, like, very quick succession. That's how dreams are. Like, it makes no sense. But this was like a proper, well established dream where, like, they start from, like, like, when he, like, said that, oh, I'm going to drink today, and from there he starts puking. Nikaido was there beside him, and then the person comes out from within him. So, it was a pretty elaborate dream, but he says, like, he has this dream apparently every single time. So that's why he's questioning whether the person inside of him is even him, or if it's someone else. Maybe it's a sorcerer who did this to him. Like, who knows? Right. Oh, and then we meet two other characters. I think I forgot to mention that in the end. These two characters are also attacking sorcerers and killing them, because I'm assuming something happened to them as well. Because there's this one person we saw whose hand was like stitched, like completely. You could see, like, all the fingers are the stitch marks and everything. So, maybe he also got transformed and he somehow was able to. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, obviously, so that means there's more people hunting down Saucer, which makes sense. Obviously, like, these people come here try to mess with us. Obviously, not every person will just sit down and take that. There'll be a lot of people who will try to retaliate back, and actively try to hunt the sorcerers down as well, which are these people, I guess. Right. And yeah, that was today's episode. That was the first episode of Dorohedoro. It was crazy. Like I said, I just like it just they just throw you into this world like immediately in the midst of action, and now we'll have to figure out little by little what's going on. uh, and yeah, I wouldn't call it too confusing. It was pretty fairly, like, understandable. They really explained, because they throw us into this world and they just, like, go along with it. So they need to properly explain everything. They did properly explain most of the stuff that was happening in today's episode. Like, yes, obviously we do have questions, but the same question Kaiman also has. Like, for example, the sorcerer, who is that person? Who is the person inside of my mouth? All these questions, even Kaiman has all these questions. So we are not the only one in the dark, So they properly explained everything in the first episode. And I think they did a good job. Like, this show has quite a high rating, so I think it'll be quite good. Um, you know, so yeah. And like I said, I kind of enjoy it as well, because it's like a dystopian type of society. It seems like, where, like, it's very interesting. The whole vibe that this show has, it's a very interesting type of a vibe. And yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever, happens after this. All right, and that was my overall impressions on today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Let me see if I missed anything. Okay, in the first section we get to see Matsumoto. I think that was his name. Yeah, and the other guy's name was Fujita. So Matsumoto, like, like, Kaiman was like, had Matsumoto in his mouth, and he's like, oh, who's, like, that person inside of him. He's like letting him show him, and the person inside of him said that, oh no, he's not that person, this person. Anyways, Nikaido broke Fujita's finger so that he couldn't make, he couldn't use a magic, and then Kaiman literally just obliterated, like, cut Matsumoto into pieces. And he probably would have done the same to Fujita as well, but Matsumoto, before dying, used his magic to make a door, and Fujita was able to escape from that. Right. And then we get to the, like, the lore of this place. Basically, they explain us what this place is. Like, there's a door, and beyond that door is the world of sorcerers. Not a door, but they can make doors, I guess. um, World of sorcerers. They come here, they experiment on people and make them like this. And yeah, that's what they do. And this hole is constantly under threat of from sorcerers. Yeah. And I guess the thing is, like, you cannot even guess who the sorcerers are, because they literally look human. So yeah. Anyways, next we see, like, get to know that Kaiman is apparently looking for some sorcerer who did the same to him, but his sorcerer made him like this, and he magic doesn't work with him, on him, which is kind of a special thing. I guess nobody has that. This is like something special to his transformation, and that's why he's trying to find him. And he has a lot of questions, like, number one, who's the person within me? Is that even how I look? Or is that the sorcerer? All these questions. So he's trying to find that out. And Nikaido has a diner called Hungry Bug, where Kaiman frequents, and they eat food. Like Nikaido feeds him gyoza and all that. Right. Okay, so then we have this place. I guess this is in the sorcerer's place, where there's an egg, and they give the egg in the reception, and there's someone, like, doing something, like cooking something or something, like mixing something. Put the egg and pray for his resurrection. So people can resurrect here, I'm guessing. I guess it's in a form of an egg. So, saucers. I'm talking about the saucers, obviously. Right. Okay, anyways, and this is where, after that, Fujita meets N. I think that was his name. And he reports everything to him. And he's like, yeah, we'll have to deal with that. Next, we get to see Nikaido. Kaiman has gotten a part-time job in the hospital, or he always had that work. I guess he's just going there. He talks to Nikaido a little bit. Nikaido's like he's going to make pork, like something like some dish. Um, and in the hospital, the victims this time are some partially like transformed insects. So whichever sorcerer did this, did a pretty bad job, like, yeah. Anyways, after that, Nikaido goes back to her diner and finds this kid, and this kid was hungry, so Nikaido fed him. And then she's like, oh yeah, there's this sorcerer probably did a very crappy job. And the kid was like, oh, you're talking about me, huh? And then he attacks Nikaido. So good God, like this level of self entitlement is absolutely insane. Imagine, you're coming here, you're doing these things, and harassing these people, making them your plaything. Then you, this freaking kid, he's hungry. Nikaido fed him. Even after all of that, this kid has the gall to act this self entitled. Whatever happened to him, he deserved it. Obviously, in the end, we saw what happened to him. Anyways, after that, we get to see like N warning Fujita that, oh, I think I know what you're going to do. You're going to use a gun. That is a disgrace to sorcerers. Don't ever do that. And then he's like, just like focus on finding that sorcerer that the lizard guy is trying to get. Now after that, we move on to Kaiman. Kaiman comes and sees Nikaido has been partially transformed, and this kid was acting like a self-entitled brat, obviously. So Nikaido's like, Kaiman's like, oh wait, so you're the one who did all of that to those guys in the hospital? And this kid thought he could, pull a fast one by attacking Kaiman and making him into a bug or something. But little did he know that magic doesn't work on him. So yeah, Kaiman gets him, puts him in his mouth, and asks the person inside, like, not asks, but sees if the person inside recognizes him, but he doesn't. Yeah, and you can see he almost made the door, but he couldn't open it because Nikaido was like holding him. And when he like chopped him into pieces, the blood like seeped out of the door to the other side of the sorcerer. The sorcerer's side. Right. And it's such a cheat like code, like you can literally run away anytime you want to by you can just come here and harass people and just run. I do wonder if a day will come when we'll be able to go to the other sorcerer's world. That'll be chaos, because if somehow they are able to find a way to do that, like all the people here in the hole are just going to attack them, I feel like, and it'll be chaos. And then they'll get to like taste the same medicine that they are yeah, uh, right, get a taste of their own medicine, the sorcerers. Anyways, so after killing them, the kid, like Kaiman gets no, Nikaido gets back to her normal self. The transformation just goes out. Same with the guys in the hospital. Right. Okay. Anyways, next we get to see Fujita got like a directory or something, like where they are all the sorcerers, and he's like trying to find like the sorcerers. And one person like stands out to him is this girl like with the mask. And in a weird way, like Kaiman and Nikaido also comes across that girl. She comes out from the door, and obviously immediately Kaiman goes and puts her mouth in the face and tells her that, oh, tell me, oh no, sorry, first he takes out her mask and then realizes that it's a girl, and then he obviously realizes that, wait a minute, she, like, it's useless, it's a girl, like, the person who did this to me was a man. So he still like puts her mouth, her face in his mouth, and this is where we get like a proper look at the person inside of Kaiman. And so here's the thing, we actually don't get to know what Kaiman inside of him said after looking at that girl. He says you, and we get interrupted by that door. And the guy comes in, Fujita grabs the girl, tries to pull it out, and Kaiman is also like holding on to her. So it just becomes like a tug of war, and then finally he yanks her so hard that his face skin just got stuck into in Kaiman's mouth and just peels out. So yeah, there you go. That's that. And then we are back to the hungry bug again, but this time we see Kaiman is puking, and like the person comes out of Kaiman's mouth, goes about his own way. Kaiman wakes up. This part was very confusing because I was like, wait, so the person inside of him is someone else? But then he wakes up, and I'm like, oh, it's a dream. So there's anything is a possibility. And this is where he questions like, am I the is the person inside of me really me, or is it someone else? Is it the sorcerer? Then we get to meet these two other people who are fighting and killing sorcerers as well. And we also saw like the picture that Kaiman tried to take of his own mouth, and nothing came out of that. So right. And there you go. That was the first episode of Dorohedoro. Now, I had a great time. This was really good, very interesting. Start. I'm looking forward to this, and yeah, see where this proceeds. So that is it, guys. That was my reaction to Dorohedoro episode 1. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Dorohedoro. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.